Hey, Different World BG here, and welcome to Business Boost. Every Thursday here during the week, we talk to you, get you ready for the weekend, talk to you about finance, your career, business, how to boost it. What are you going to do when we have a Trump economic expansion? All right, today's show is about what are you going to do with this monster economic expansion that appears to be happening, right? So there's economic optimism in the air. CNBC found that fourth quarter, the greatest percentage, by the way, ever in the history of the United States of America, believe that the largest percentage increase of Americans believe that the economy will be better in the next year, right? It jumped an unprecedented 17 points to 42% of the people believing that the economy is going to expand. 56% of Americans support Donald Trump as an expansive business person now, right? And by the way, those numbers are a lot bigger than when he was actually elected president-elect. I mean, it's crazy because everybody hated this guy just 3 weeks ago. Oil is surging, stock market is surging, housing is on the move, unemployment is down, right? Trump wants to eliminate minimum wage tax, right? Put in 19 years ago, basically, ends deductions on people who are making 200 grand or less. They end corporate tax 15%. That's a monster expansion. Job creation's on the surge. Consumers' confidence means that's at an all-time high. But what does all this mean for you, right? You hear all this good news. What do you think? Something bad's about to happen, right? Two things I think about. Number one, when everybody starts thinking something's going to be good, typically something bad is around the corner. So I'd be on guard, just saying. But you also have to prepare for the good economic movement to happen. I just want to be sure you're ready. I want to be sure I'm ready. I want to be sure my team is ready. For one, if the expansion takes place next year. And two, what do you do, right? You can't spend $1 trillion on highways, right? And by the way, they're planning on spending $1 trillion on highways, bridges, roads, hospitals. You spend $1 trillion, where's the money coming from? What's going to happen on the under end of this? What happens when you have expansion? What happens when you drop taxes? Here's what happens. The debt in America expands. And if you listen, Trump was alluding to this throughout the run of his campaign. He kept on saying there's $20+ trillion in debt, right? Trump kept on railing on Obama about this, right? And if you listen closely, go back and watch Trump's pitch. $20 trillion in debt, right? Blasting Obama about this. And then Trump says, that wouldn't be a problem if we used it for the roads, hospitals, etc. So here's what I think. I think the debt's going to expand from 20 trillion to 30 trillion, right? So we're going to have an immediate expansion, let's say for the next year or two, and then we're going to look up and we're going to be like, oh shit, we don't have the tax dollars. Our debt just swole up big time, right? So if they try to do these roads, bridges, hospitals overnight, tremendous amount of jobs, right? But the problem is, if the taxes go down and the debt swells up one day, they're going to look up and say, oh, we can't pay the budget. We can't pay the budget because the swell of the income, the expansion will not take place fast enough to cover the amount of debt that our country has. So two things you have to be ready for, right? Number one, how do you take advantage of expansion? And number two, how do you always keep ready, right? How do you keep one foot on the accelerator and prepare for a crash at the same time, right? Did you hear me on that? You got to be ready, man. This is the real world you're living in. I tell my partner all the time, always be ready, always be prepared, stay positive, but be prepared for anything, right? I'm at my best when I feel prepared, right? So I'm always waiting. I'm operating constantly like there's some threat, right? I go to sleep like I'm broke. I wake up like I'm hungry, and I probably act like I have less than I have. So I don't want to be complacent. I want you on the balls of your feet, not on your heels. I want you ready to take advantage of this expansion. How do I get ready of this expansion? Okay, number one, right? There's good news. There's good reports. A Japanese bank comes in and says, we're going to spend $50 billion in American. Carrier says U.S. Steel wants to say, Boeing wants to work out a deal to build Trump's new plane. Everybody's like, let's contribute, let's do something positive. What if you're not ready for the expansion? What if your business isn't squared away? You don't have your brand strategy. You don't have the right geography, the right skills, the right mindset, right? That's why you shouldn't be doing anything other than investing in your own business right now, right? Think about that. So in terms of being prepared and taking advantage for the economic expansion, you got to move, baby. You got to be mobile. You got to be mentally mobile and physically mobile, ready to move. If there's economic expansion and you got a bad attitude, you'll get none of it. If you have economic expansion and you go in this new year like, oh, economic expansion, I'm gonna buy more shoes. I'm gonna buy more Yeezys. I'm gonna buy more clothes, right? Being a consumer. Then 2 years later, we overexpanded too much too fast. Bam! Stock market goes from 19,000 to 16,000. Housing market gets crushed. Everything gets torched. What's gonna happen to you and your business? You're gonna get your head cut off unless you're prepared. You see, I've weathered every one of these storms, right? Never committed bankruptcy. Never had to file out. I'm always ready. Stay tuned. This is Business Boost. Thank you for joining us. Different World on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You need to surround yourself with information, books, and people that believe in you. You're going to have so many people tell you that you can't do it. Matter of fact, follow us on Twitter. We'll never tell you that. We'll never say that you can't do it, that you can't make it. So you need to make a list of people in your life that will push you up, that believe in you more than you do. And you also need to make a list of people that don't believe in you. You know, they don't believe in you. Could be your mom, could be your dad, but look, it doesn't make them bad people. Look, they don't even believe in them anymore. They gave up on their own dreams and their own goals. They settled, but you don't have to. As a matter of fact, are you looking for the keys to success? Are you not sure how to break out and move forward in your life? The majority of people set their targets and goals too low. What happens when you do that is you have actions that support targets that are too small and don't take into consideration 10 things that are going to happen that you haven't planned for. People are underestimating how much energy, money, and resources it takes to stay in the game, to be punching and slugging it out until the next fight, and to be able to survive and prosper in a business world. Call 917-524-7337 today. DifferentWorld.com can provide you with your first consultation that will help you level up in today's market, attain success, and sustain success. The difference between success and failure is action. Take it today. Sign up for your next consultation via DifferentWorld.com or contact us at 917-524-7337. That's 917-524-7337. DifferentWorld.com. Welcome back. Different World BG here from Business Boost Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, Instagram, on Facebook. Leave your comments. We'd love to hear from you. Today's topic, are you ready for the economic expansion? We've been talking briefly about the next 2 years and how, given some of Trump's latest moves, it looks like economic expansion is on the horizon. We want to make sure you're ready. How can you make sure you're ready? We're going to give you the 6 easy steps to make sure that you're aligned. Also, if you like the show today, make sure you subscribe, hit like, and post your comments. Really appreciate you guys. Let's get back into it. Welcome back to the Business Boost Zone. Like I said, what's going on, man? What are you guys thinking? We're heading into the weekend. To be honest, I don't know what day it is, right? I know it's Thursday because we're doing Business Boost, so it must be Thursday. But literally, 6 a.m. this morning was the first time that I said, man, it's Thursday. Because I wake up every morning and say, man, something is good is going to happen today, or something bad is going to happen. But you know what? I'm going to be ready for both today. So that's what we're talking about. It looks like it appears to be an economic expansion happening in the minds of most Americans. Housing surging, jobs are surging. Everybody's, sort of thinking we're going to make America great again, right? And when the people buy the message, they get confident. And when people get confident, they get certain. And when people feel good, they spend money that they don't have, which means you're going to have an easier time getting in front of people. You're going to have an easier time closing people. You're going to have an easier time closing your deal, right? You're probably going to be able to raise your price at a minimum, right? But you got to have the right attitude, right? Or you're going to be left in the dust, right? So this is what I want you to do. 5 things right now, if there's an economic expansion, that will prepare you for the bad thing that could happen out of this. Number 1, increase your brainstorm. What you thinking about every day? You thinking it's the weekend, you want to go parlay, hang out with some chickens, hang out with some ladies who aren't doing anything, right? You're wasting your time. Increase your think, right? Don't waste your brain power. Use it on something that can build, right? No targets, no action, right? Number 2, reduce the time. You have to take time out of all equations. If you were going to take 2 weeks to get the target hit, your goal, achieve your goal, if you're going to take 2 days to do it, if you're going to take 20 minutes to read something, shrink that time down. You will need to do this for this economic expansion. You need to cover more distance in a less amount of time. Now, why do you need to reduce time? Because this economic expansion may not last. So you need to get everything out of it that you can in the time while it is, right? Guarantee you a year from now, 2 years from now, we'll probably be $30 trillion in debt, remembering when 20 trillion was all right. This saying can't pay the 20 trillion right now, so how are you going to pay the 30, right? So if there's an economic expansion for 2 years, and then all of a sudden everybody's going to be like, oops, we got ahead of ourselves, It's like going on a date, man, getting in bed too quick with some crazy chick, before you know it, she wants to suck the life out of you. No harm done, right? Think again. Number 3, fill your pipeline up. That pipeline needs to be sick, man. I had a meeting Friday with this guy from a DC virtual reality tech company. He calls me this morning. He says, by the way, he runs a $38 million company, $38 million a year. He calls me this morning. He says, yo, BG, can't do the meeting this morning. I got cataract surgery. Can we do Monday? I said, sure, man. No problem. It doesn't screw me up. So it doesn't screw my day up. Sure, no problem, man. I have my pipeline filled. I got other things to do. I got other meetings to take. So when the tech guy called me and canceled the meeting, that's no problem. I got 10 other meetings that I need to take that are all revenue earning. Fill your pipeline up. Have backups on backups on backups. If you're depending on 3 clients and we're leading into a year of economic expansion, you're going to cut yourself short and you're going to miss out on a lot of money, right? So next, let's talk about get super focused. Super focused, right? You don't do it by getting your news from CNN, MSNBC, Fox, right? There's so much misinformation on major sites, even Bloomberg, right? CNBC, NBC, ABC. It's everywhere. These are the ones talking about fake news, yet they are the progenitors of the fake news movement, right? Just go on these sites and cross-reference them, right? In the news reports, 5 will say good, 5 will say bad, all conflicting data, right? So how can you believe those, right? Get super focused. Follow information that you can trust. Number 5, follow the money. Follow the money, not just the hustle. Sorry, Gary, our boy Gary Vaynerchuk. It's not just the hustle. Follow the money, right? If you see a money line or you see an angle that you should take, follow the money, right? You got 2 years of possible economic expansion, right? Which industries are on their big expansion, right? We see the organic plant-based market is exploding, huge right now. Follow the money. We see urban agriculture companies blowing up, right? We see a lot of plant-based businesses geared towards lifestyle, juice companies, product companies. Follow the money. Look at look at who's making the money in the sector and follow that. Number 6, stack and pack. Stack and pack. Get it, keep it, put it away. Get it, keep it, put it away. Get it, keep it, put it away. Why? So you can take advantage of what's going to happen in the next 24 months. So you can have a window of opportunity. You have some cash set aside for inspiration, opportunity, right? In times of expansion, look at what happens. Don't think about, we have extra money, so we're going to be, let's get another Christmas. Let's get 2 Christmas trees. Let's buy the whole family Christmas gifts. No, stack it, pack it, and put it away. In the next 2 years of economic or possible economic expansion, you're going to need this money. You're going to need these reserves to capitalize on opportunities that arise as a result from the economy. This has been Business Boost. Remember, if you're not investing in yourself, why should anyone else? Follow us on Different World at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for joining. Remember, subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the section below. Hit the subscribe link right there. Feel free to join us every Thursday for Business Boost. You can call us at 917-524-7337. Thank you, and make sure you make that money.
Sometimes your next big breakthrough can be just one brainstorm away. Speak with our consultants today and learn how to turn your vision into value. Stop settling. You deserve to live the life of your dreams. Invest in yourself today via differentworld.com or call us at 917-524-7337. That's 917-524-7337. differentworld.com.